What's going on, people? How are we doing? It's Monday. It is Monday. Is everyone well? I hope you are. So guys, we have finally started the Orion automation. The Orion automation is now running for the VIPs, giving daily updates on the biasing, which is pretty awesome. Honestly, it's pretty good to see it working. You know, it's taken a long time to get it to where it is now. And now it's actually running and working. It's great to see. How's everyone's weekend? What's going on, Void, my brother? How you doing? Hope you're good. Good. Yeah. Not too sad, man. Not too sad. Pretty busy one, to be fair. Early football on Saturday. Busy one yesterday. Just, you know, housework and baby. And just, you know how it is. There's a whole lot going on. There's a whole lot. So, we've already had a couple of Orion entries given this week, which is awesome. And I'll show you those in a second. So this stream, of course, is sponsored by Nesab Investment. Remember, they don't sponsor every stream, but you'll know when they do because I will drop them a little plug. So they are sponsoring this stream. Big shout out to them. They closed 8% for the month of January, so really good returns for an investment firm. I also have on my chart right now something new. Something new. Now, you might notice that some of the highs are highlighted slightly different, like this high compared to this high and this high, right? Exactly the same as some of the lows. Some of the lows are highlighted like this, you know, just solid lines. Some of them are gold dotted lines. Yeah. So what is this? You're probably wondering. Well, this is the Orion entry levels V2. So it's version 2 because it's an extension from the initial Orion entry model, Orion entry level indicator, which was just marking your major liquid points on the 4-hour time frame, and of course you can set alerts to reference those points. Now, this is using a filter in terms of how much liquidity or how much volume is placed around a given point of structure. So, for example, the points with the different looking, so gold, for example, it has a higher volume, therefore making it more probable. Now, if you look back at the thicker dotted lines, you will see consistently the way price reacts at these areas. Yeah. Now, of course, it doesn't react to every single one, but generally, the higher volume areas are a lot more probable for you to see a reaction. Now, of course, you might be thinking, well, this is obvious, you know, obviously the higher volume areas. But a lot of the time, it's harder for you if you look at the chart to just decide, oh, this is a better area. Whereas this system is using a filter based off of the moving average. Okay, we've got it set to 200 at the moment. Then you have a threshold of how much above or below the average it is. So based off of that, it's going to highlight different points depending on what averaging you're using, what discretionary point you're using. it's going to change. Yeah. So we're slowly building up the individual Orion indicators themselves. We've got the daily bias indicator, we've got the money in, money out indicator, and we now have the V2 of the entry level indicator. Now, the daily bias indicator, which you can see in the top right hand corner, is actually going to be completely free, and it is completely free right now, but it is still in testing. So if you want to be a part of the testing, which finishes this week, by the way, if you want to be a part of the testing, just head over to the Discord and drop your TradingView name, and I will add you to the list of pre-existing testers using this system. And it's going to adjust automatically. It's going to send you alerts. It's very useful. It's very useful. So just look at the top right and you know what our bias is. If this could stop drawing lines, that would be awesome. You can see what the bias is, right? So if we go to gold, for example, the bias is bullish, right? We called this in the Sunday markup, and we were looking for price to run down into the lows, and we said we wanted to target the all-time high. We're in a discovery phase within price. And it has literally done exactly what we said, which is continue discovering those new high points and reaching new all-time highs. And it does pull back and take out a 4-hour low, but that's ultimately the only point it takes out. Now, we're looking for that new expansive move to the upside. And as it moves, it's developing new high volume points of liquidity. So we know that these are going to be really good, valid points to follow that reaccumulation if price decides to come back down. So remember, guys, it's not about how many trades you can get in a week. It's not about how many trades you can get in a day. It's not about, oh, I must trade today. All it is has the market orientated itself into a position that I am willing to trade it from because of a rule set or a data-driven strategy? The answer to that question is yes. You can move on to your entry criteria. Has the entry criteria been filled? The answer is no. You just cut it there and you wait for the next thing to be filled, right? It's not about hunting the entries. So let's recap what we had for January. And this is the Orion trading system here. Remember, guys, what I show you is not for you to be like, oh my God, that's amazing, take my word for it and walk away. No, what I show you is for you to take and say, oh, okay, that's cool, but I'm going to prove it to myself, or I want to prove it to myself at least, right? So I'm going to show you right now the first week of January is right here. And we had a beautiful 38.5R return on that. 28 trades given, only 13 trades actually taken. So you can see how it's less than half of the trades given were actually taken. Okay. As it says here, we actively encourage you to go over these pairs, apply the Orion rule set and see the results for yourself. So I'm not telling you just believe me, take it and see, because a lot of this is the thing as well. A lot of the people on Telegram and stuff like that will say, we've done this much this week. They're not openly teaching you the rule set they use to trade, whereas we are. So because of that, you have the possibility to actually take your time and learn it. The reason I say possibility is because 90% of people, unfortunately, even if you are watching this right now, 90% of people don't ever bother doing it. How I know this is because the principle, okay, of going and testing and not being a trader and just trading, to a lot of people, they just can't do it, unfortunately. This is why I always preach it so heavily. If you're in this live stream right now, be someone that isn't falling into that statistical like the bad statistics, right? Don't fall into the bad statistics. Be different. You're here right now and you're listening to what I'm saying, so take it as a message and be different. Go to FX Replay. You can use the link down below if you like, or you can just go there yourself, create an account, and use it for free. Maximize the amount of testing you do and improve the understanding and the overall principles that you are trading with. Otherwise, in 6 months' time, you are not going to be trading. You're going to be going back to your 9 to 5, and you're going to be sitting on your ass moaning about, oh, I could have done better. Yeah? Don't be one of those people. And again, I've said this before. I've had messages before, people being like, oh, you said X in your live stream and da 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 da. And I'm like, the only people that take offense to it are people that know it's true. Make it not true. Yeah? This is something that you need to realize. Unless you're going to spend your life in a loop of, oh, I'm going to go to the gym, spend a month going to the gym, then you never go back to the gym again. Or I'm going to do this, spend a month doing it, then you stop and you never go back again. Unless you're going to change that pattern, you really need to give yourself a little bit of a slap in the face and a wake-up call, right? Now, I'm not going to slap you in the face, but I'll give you a little push in the right direction. And I tell you to go and do it. Now, again, the reason why I think it's really important to reiterate this is because the link that we've got down below, the FX Replay link, it tracks the amount of people that click it, the amount of people that make an account, the amount of people that use it. Again, it's there for you to get a discount with if you decide to purchase a package, but you don't have to. They let you use the software for free to certain limits, right? So you can do it completely free. I'm not telling you to buy anything. Less than 15% of people will actually make an account through that link that's been used. And that in itself, to me, is kind of alarming, because how many people are using FX Replay but just not using my link? I would say probably a lot less, right? How many people have gone to it, gone, oh, that's cool, and then just backed away? It's like putting the oven on and not cooking your dinner. That makes no sense. Anyway, enough of what I was saying, right? 38.5R. If you're raising your eyebrows right now and you're going, oh, that don't seem right, go and prove me wrong. Go over to these pairs, test the dates, and prove me wrong. Come down to the next week. I'm going to highlight this right here. Okay. Next week, coming in. This is the second week of January. Here we are. Give me that goddamn picture. Okay. 29 trades given, 17 trades taken. So a little bit over half. 2R total. So again, many people look at this and go, 2R. How much did you make in the second week of Jan? Yeah? Where's your stats? Where's your data? You probably don't have it. This is another thing, right? Anyone that's listening to this, I'm not directly talking to you and saying, you know, you're making these remarks. But people will. You guys know what people on the internet are like. You guys know what people in general are like. Everyone can do better until they actually try, and then it turns out they can't. So 2R here, you may snuff at that, turn your nose up at it. The week before it's 38.5, right? Collectively, that's 40.5R. Again, I'm not telling you that every week's working, but we've got data to back this system up. Go and learn it. Get that data yourself, and all of a sudden you'll be joining this live stream and going, dude, let's rack up next week. Coming into the third week of January. Here we are. Again, I'm not showcasing this to be like, look at all this money you can make. I'm showing you publicly released data for a system that we teach openly here on YouTube. We're going to do an accelerated course of it as well very soon. Okay, third week of Jan. 27 trades taken, 27 trades given, 16 trades taken, 15.5R. Again, we actively encourage you to go to these and look at them. Also, I want you to keep in mind, every single one of these results I'm showing you is using the TP-BE stop loss system. There's no partial in. So some of these BE trades, like this one here, that goes to 1 to 8 before it goes to BE. Yeah, but we're using a solid rule set of aim for the nearest 4-hour high or low. Right? So that's week 3, week 2, week 1. Okay, and then the final week, which we posted yesterday because we didn't get around to it on Friday, is right here. Again, we don't care if we have a losing week. We really don't care. And there we have the last week of January. This is our worst week so far as a 1.5R gain. But 25 trades, 6 trades taken. So it's like literally less than 40%. 1.5, not 1.5, sorry, 1.5 RR gain. Again, go and test these pairs. We had some of the highest losses this week, to be fair. I think some of them were like 2R. I think the max was 2R. But like I say, go and test this. Go and prove me wrong. But you won't. You end up proving yourself right. Proving yourself right, you end up proving the system right. And if you have doubts, you prove yourself wrong. If you don't have doubts, you'll prove yourself right. So I highly encourage you to go and do that. What's going on, Alex? Hope you're good, brother. So remember, guys, hit that like button. I appreciate it. Hit the like button. Hit the sub button if you're not already a subscriber. And of course, if you're not in the Discord, then join the Discord. You can see these trades posted in here. It gives us, by the way, a 57.5R total with the Orion system. Now, of course, you're not going to be able to capitalize on every single one of those trades. Why? Because of where you live in the world, depending on what time frames you're trading. In terms of, are you trading morning, you trading evening, you trading New York, you trading Asia. But as an automated system, they are the trades taken by Orion. So gold absolutely scorching to the upside here. And that's 100. We are bearish on this. And we're looking for price action to come and take out the lows. Now, unfortunately for us, we gave out this idea, right, which was euro being bearish and running the lows, and price opened up in the lowest target that we placed. So it just blasted everything that we were expecting to get here. I mean, we got 5 likes on it, which is cool, but I prefer to see a trade play out, you know. I prefer this to push up and then sell down. Whereas now, for this to become relevant, we kind of need to do a whole new post again, which is, you know, a bit of a pain in the backside. But it is what it is. Also, here, Orion entry level V2, Orion daily bias V1. If you want access to that, you can get access to that. And then money in, money out. And then we got the 2 Gemini scripts here as well. Gemini, if you guys don't remember, was an indicator crafted by the Discord community and a few different traders, including myself and the people here at Pip Surfing Society. And it is an entry trigger. So it allows you to use it for lower time frame entry confirmation and so on. Again, it's its own thing. Those results of fire, bro. Yeah, I know, man. I know. But we're not, we're not like plastering them all over social media, and we just encourage people that see them and doubt them to come and, well, not even come and test them. Go to FX Replay, go to TradingView, test the rule set. Test it. And if they were incorrect, it would not be in my interest to actively tell you guys to go and do that, because it would just look bad, wouldn't it? It wouldn't look great. Now, we have some pretty big gaps right now across some of these pairs. So we have a few opening gaps that really need to be filled. They need to be filled, really. Again, our bias is bearish on this. We come down to the 15-minute. You can see that we had, I think it was here, yeah, where we tapped the area, then we ran back down. So didn't trigger in, but we're not going to take it because of the principle of the fact that it tapped into the area and ran. Now, based off of this again, we're looking in Asia session. So on a pair like UChef, 90% of brokers aren't going to deliver you a good enough pricing for you to be involved with that with a decent price anyway. Generally on a Sunday, you know, market open, it's not ideal to do that. We'll include it in the overall results going into the first week of February. We'll record that as a loss because as an automated system, if we got triggered in, it wouldn't be break even till here. So that will be going down as a loss. Yes, we didn't take it as traders, but we're recording the Orion system, not the more discretionary approach that we would have as real life traders, right? Now, as I said before, we have the fully automated Orion bias announcement system in place, which is awesome. I love it. It's great. Notice what this high is as well. High volume high, right? Actually, let me just double check this here. Okay, yeah, we are right there. So we have nothing yet until we run up into these highs to sell down. We're just looking for price to do this thing. Did everyone have a good weekend? I hope you did. If you have any questions, please ask me. Good stuff, Alex. I'm glad you did, my friend. Yeah, good. Thanks, bro. Yeah, good. Spoke to my dad on video call. He's in the Maldives at the moment. He's in the Maldives. Where did he go? Sri Lanka. Yeah, he went Sri Lanka and the Maldives. So yeah, he's having a great old time. Cheers, Andre. I appreciate it, brother. Oh, also we missed out this. We didn't show you this, did we? UJ. Beautiful entry in TP already on this. So first trade of the week right there for UJ. Run in. What? A high volume high. Yeah, a high and a low volume. And then bosh. There's the entry. And again, this is a bit different. UChef, we said, obviously you wouldn't be able to get much of an entry. UJ though, during Asia, has pretty tight entry. We have to move that up slightly. Has pretty tight spreads. So that's decent right there. Decent. Which again will be going down into the overall outcome of the weekly results. We had this entry as her. I think it's this one, wasn't it? Yeah, we had this entry here for. Why is it taking so long to load? Here, there we go. We took out the low right there, and this low. Go 15-minute. You can see there's the entry. Now we've run, unfortunately, past the 2R level, which was here. We're not going to be taking that if it returns. Oh, actually, it should be here. Don't know why I'm extending it right up to the high. Actually, I think I know why. That wasn't an established high, was it, at the time? No. So at the time, it would have been here. Now it's a validated high. And this is what I was saying as well. Look at this, right? 1 BE, 2 no entries. This is the BE trade I'm talking about. Yeah, so it runs to like 4R, 3R, 4R before it comes back and takes us out BE. Back to the 4 hour. There we go. I see it looks like a bit of a mess. It looks like a bit of a mess. We had a run of this low, but price actions come right down before giving a long area. Again, we got a gap here. We need to fill this gap, really. Mud dips. Oh, was this the... This was last week's Euro. This was last week's Euro setup here. And we called it as no tapping. But I would say that there are some brokers, if they got a tight enough spread, if we moved that, your order would have been here. I would like to say that some brokers would have actually triggered you into that. But we're counting it as no. We're going to say that it's not. Yeah. Just to be realistic. We could have called that though. This is what I'm saying. The results we're giving you, I'm saying 1.5R. I could have seen the end result and gone, we'll count that, 6.2. We're not, because realistically, most brokers wouldn't have tapped you in. Some of them, no spread, you would have got triggered into that. We would rather show you a worse outcome than a falsified better outcome, right? That's what I'm saying before. Like, if you do back testing, round everything down. So if you take a win, round it down to the nearest number. If you take a loss, just round it to a solid loss, And then you have a worse outcome. But if it still works out better, then overall you can, you can allow for those inconsistencies in the way that price moves and the way your brokers, do things. Just in general, it can be a lot better. Like I say, guys, if you want to go and check out the January results for this, then please go and do it. And I actively encourage you to learn the system and test it yourself. Don't just take my word for it. So Alex posting some crazy trades from last week. Tapped into a 4-hour POI, 15-minute. Showing the money out. Perfect right there. Here's why I'm going to showcase this right now. Right here. That picture's too large, of course it is. Alex, don't mind me, I'm just going to show your work. Right there. See that? Volume. Gemini indicator V1. Money in, money out. Daily bias. Daily bias bearish. Trading in line with the money in, money out from the area of interest that he had marked. Almost perfect the way that triggers in and drops, right? So keep it in mind. This is what I've said before. The way that our students and members trade this is unique to them. If they want to follow the Orion system step for step, tit for tat, they can. But they can also take the principles and develop it into something that works for them. And it's on the 15-minute. So really, really good work there, Alex. Amazing. And that's from here that you can see that. You can see no 4 hours, no 4-hour highs taken, but he's looking at this, I believe, or this. No, probably this, or might be a higher time frame. It might even be a higher time frame, or he might be looking at the up move before the downshift, which is like a daily POI, right? Yeah, right there. The daily money in, money out. Beautiful work, absolutely beautiful. And you can go back as well and do the same thing. So let's just take a leaf out of Alex's book right here and turn off the boxes for... Alright, turn off the boxes for that. Let's turn off the entry levels. And let's just leave the money in, money out and the daily bias on, right? So let's go back to down here. Let's go way back. Actually, it's probably not a good idea to go too far back. But we'll just go back down to here, right? So we're bullish. We're waiting for an interaction with this. Okay, we go bearish. So now we're looking for an interaction in here. Price action comes in. How far that came in, I don't know. We need to double check that. Cool. Okay, so right there, that never worked. Second entry, does that give us sell-off? Let's see. Doesn't look like it. But again, how simple is the system when you're using that principle of just, is this a money in, money out area that I can use to validate? Cool. Go and run with it. Run with it. Take it to places that you want to use it. But the main thing is, make sure that it is an edge that you have proven through data. We don't want none of this, I believe in the system, so it must work, because that's not the way it works. You must have the principle in play, right? Which means data to drive that. So I thought it taps into the 4-hour POI and immediately shows FEG. Then it will sell instead of waiting for a liquidation. Yeah, and that's again a principle that you can use. If you've got a 4-hour area like so, or this one, I'm not even sure what one it is. I'm guessing it's that high, right? I think Nasdaq's slightly different. Some candles would be different to others. That's the up move for the downshift. So again, it's pretty beautiful. It's a pretty nice move. Some people are going to use that. Some people aren't. It's always the way you have to look at things. And this is something as well. When price is trending really nicely, you will notice it if you go and just study the charts and just look at what, I'm not talking about look for entries. I'm just talking about look for characteristics within the chart. And look at the way that it creates these money out areas, comes back in, sells away. Creates some money out, comes back in, sells away. Creates some money out, comes back in, sells away. Here, creates some money out, goes straight through it, and then we see a big bullish push to the upside. So I'm not saying every single area is going to work, but take the principles, take the characteristics. Same as here, look, taps in, sells, taps in, sells. Take the principles and read what price is telling you. Be realistic with what price is telling you as well. So does anyone have any requests? I see there's 7 of you in here right now. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate it. Our goal is to try and be at consistent like 20 viewers. You know, that's the kind of goal we're going for. Is 20 viewers. So if you want to share this with people you know will enjoy this content, or maybe someone that's stuck in the trading rut, send it to them, let them look at it, and they will see the value in it, hopefully. If they don't, so be it. You've tried your best. But I appreciate all the love if you guys could do that. Remember, we spend a lot of time in here giving you a lot of free content, a lot of free value, and the least well, not the least we expect, but the least we would like in return is a little share. When will Orion V2 update come through? As in the entry levels? Entry levels we're still kind of working. But the daily biasing system is coming this week. Along with the website, we are so close to launching the website right now. So close. Look at the way it's doing the same thing here, right? I don't know if there's entries given in there because I don't use that concept, but you can use that principle. Same as here, tapping in, moves away. Yeah, taps in, goes bullish, taps in, goes bullish. That's news, but regardless, again here, taps in, goes bearish. Taps in, goes bearish. Taps in, goes bullish. Taps in, goes bullish. Taps in, goes bearish. Taps in, goes bearish. Cuts through as well. Even if half of them work, right, and you have a 1 to 2, that's still on top of the break-even curve. Of course, you realize you can't have a system that's break-even, right? The reason I say that is because you will get eaten alive by commissions, spread, swaps, all that kind of stuff. You'll get eaten alive by that. Your account will just be degraded down into nothing. Now, I did actually get somebody ask me over the weekend, a personal friend, asked me to look at copper. Which is an interesting one. We're bearish. Let's put the Orion levels on. Now look at that. Look at that. High volume. Alright, we come back up into here. We get a sell move. We're off. What are we doing? We're tapping into the money out area and we're taking a liquid high. So it's like a double whammy. It's a double whammy right there. It's worse to have a break-even system because it's hard to enhance it. Yeah, well, this is the problem, isn't it? This is why data-driven heads are data-driven edge is the only way. It's the only way. We've got 4 likes right now. Let's see if we can get to 10. 10 likes? Surely we can get to 10 likes, right? Guys, I really need you to share the shit out of these live streams. It really does help a lot. Now, I know that the live streams aren't the most interesting, but we're trying to give you a realistic outlook of what trading is. Now, of course, you can change the speed and pace of any trading system by just altering the time frames that it's applied on. Most true data-driven edges work across every time frame. Not all, but most. Oof. Big smash down there on XRP. We are bearish on XRP. Look at this as well. This is what I'm saying, right? It's the same thing here. We create that 4-hour area. Price sells away, following the bearish bias. Yeah, we have a 4-hour area. Price taps in, runs. 4-hour area. Price taps in, goes down. Here, runs high into an area and then sells down. This is the money in, money out indicator. So if you want that, you can go and grab that. It honestly is, I think, one of the most useful tools that you can have if you're trying to apply the Orion concept into your trading. Alex showcasing 2 1-10s that he took. One on GU and one on NAS 100. I just showed you NAS 100. I'm going to show you GU right now. 2 1-10s. Beautiful stuff, man. British pound US dollar. It's a bit blurry because I screenshotted it. Bullish bias there given by the Orion daily bias indicator. A beautiful, beautiful entry. A tag and a run. Beautiful. So if there's any pairs you guys want me to look at, please let me know. That's the area we've got right now. It's our target right here. Notice how there is a high volume low here. So don't be surprised if price comes down, takes that high volume low, then runs up. Yeah, don't be surprised if it does that. EuroCAD, we're bullish. Oh, look at the high volume lows we have here. Then up into those highs, that would be ideal. Ooh, a lot of high volume like that. I mean, that might be a setting issue. That no, I'd say actually it isn't, because this isn't high volume. This isn't high volume. This isn't. This isn't. This isn't. This isn't. But all of those are. That's a whole lot. But that's ideal because we're looking for that bearishness. So running here or running there, running there. Beautiful. Let's have a look on okay, so Euro AU given the same system there. U-Chef is interesting. Sorry, not U-Chef. Chef JPY. Let's go and take a look at that. Let's go and take a look at that right now. Chef JPY. With bearish bias here. Let's go daily. Let's just delete all of the drawings on this. I see it. Gold is shooting up. Yeah, I know, dude. It's so bullish right now. And we said about this as well. We said, you know, gold is... What am I doing here? We said gold is so bullish. We want price to go bullish on this. I just noticed that it actually came and tapped into here as well. Let's just have a look. I mean, I don't know, but let's just see. I think it does give an entry here, you know. Comes down, doesn't it? Or does it just go up from here? Did it just go up from here? What? Wait, how did I miss that? I think it is the entry we have, which is an Orion entry because it swept low. Oh no, it's here. We need to tag into that low. Tag. Cool. So your entry would be here, but I don't think that comes back. I might be wrong. I don't think that comes back though. And your entry would be to the high, which would be there. Yeah, that just runs without it. I don't think it gives an entry. Yeah, definitely doesn't. Unfortunately. Ow, kitty. Get off me. Stop, man. The cat thinks she's like... She still thinks she's like a kitten. But she's got fucking like... Excuse my language. She's got like the strength of a dog. but she's a cat, so she has razor sharp claws and really sharp teeth. So it's all good having, large cats until they decide they want to play fight. And then it's like you're fighting a fucking wild cat. It's like you're fighting a tiger or some shit. And like dogs, if you say stop, they stop. Cats, you say stop and they're like, bitch, try me. So actually, I need to go back to copper 1 second. I need to go back to copper, and I just need to take a screenshot of it. Let me just get a copy of this quick. Cool. And then I'm going to send it to myself in Discord. So I've got it on my phone. Cool. Awesome. So guys, did you ever give your requested pair for the automated Orion system? Because we are going to give some automations for free, obviously, on the Orion automated system. We're going to give some we're going to give some of the pairs, for free, just alert biases that tell you what direction we're traveling in. I would love to know what your cat fur everywhere. What your bias is, what you're looking to trade, and then if you want it automated, let me know and we'll get it on the automated list. We're looking to do about 5 pairs. Let's have a look here. Look, it gives an error again. I'm just trying to showcase you different ways you can utilize this. So it dips down here in a second. Right there, we're looking for money in. Right, there it is. There's your money in. It's your 15-minute money in. I'm just stamping trades everywhere now. Apparently it taps in according to this. I would say that's probably questionable whether it taps in or not there. But it runs up. Does it give you an actual move to the upside though? Playing around sideways. I'd say you'd be out of a partial if you ever got into that. I think you'd struggle to get in with the spread on these kind of pairs as well. Like UCAD doesn't have the tightest spreads. Battle Scars 2. Gold is bold. It is indeed. Gold is the bold. Euro is selly. GU apparently is bullish, but I don't think it's going to last. If we close out lower than here today, then we convert to bearish. But we'll know because the Orion automated alert system is going to tell us. And again, if you want to see this, you can see them here. Look, we got GU, tells you bullish, bearish. All of the alerts are in place right there. And it updates you daily, so you'll never miss it. It updates you at market close. So worst case, you come to the markets after market close and you can look at the most latest update. Or you get the alert at market close so you know what you're coming into the next day. Or if you're in, if you're in America or anywhere like that, then you'll get the alert during your trading day. And the beauty of it as well is it's giving you alerts at market close. So you have a whole hour to prep for that bias change. You know, look for your entry points and so on. You have a whole hour. So I'm just going to rewind and look at this here. Because honestly, it looks like each one of these 4-hour areas has given an entry. So let's just have a look. I mean, we don't really care. We're trading a slightly different system, but let's see. Took it? Nah, no entry on that. And there's an entry, but no tapping. So like same as this, yeah? See the way it comes to here? The way it comes to here? Each one of these zones gets contacted. Now, you have one like this where it gets contacted later, but you already have an area placed before that, so it's not really that relevant. But let's have a look at this one down here. Please get away. Like that. So if we rewind this, you will see that that actually has a money in a lot earlier than excuse me, here. So it taps in, gives your money in. That wouldn't have worked. Yeah, then we come down and then we push higher anyway. So that's the last money in that's given before you shift higher. So it's unfortunate that don't work. And this one as well doesn't come down close enough. If it did, it would have given an area, beautiful area. So be it. Again, I'm just showcasing you different ways you can utilize the same principle. We don't utilize this system. We may look to automate it in the future, but at the moment, the Orion system is the way we're using it. But someone like Alex, for example, has tailored the system to make it work for him. Right, we are 1 hour, 10 minutes into this live stream, which you know exactly what that means, guys. That means that we are going to wrap things up right here. We're going to look to update all of our VIP pairs. We're going to look to update and get in contact with any of the VIP members and Discord members that need our help or have questions. If you haven't already joined the Discord, then you can do that with the link down below. I appreciate all the love, guys. Really do appreciate it. And like I said at the beginning, if you really want to prove a system to yourself, head over to FX Replay. You can use the link down below if you like, and test it and get the data to back up the system you're using. But as always, I appreciate you all. I hope you all have enjoyed this live stream in one way or another. And I will see you all in the next one, guys. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. Remember, it is Monday, so don't expect anything crazy. And yeah, stick to your plan. Always follow your risk and let Orion lead the way. Peace out, guys. Love as always.